Okay, so what do we have? So that's a Mercedes 2010 Bluetec diesel OM 642 engine. So as all diesel engines takes a little bit more engine oil. Also, I noticed when engine is running and I'm opening the oil cap, there's a little bit of fumes not coming out exactly out, but it's there. And also, any of you diesel owners, these Mercedes diesel owners, when we take this air intake, we see a lot of oil there. So I believe I will be replacing PCV valve or positive crankcase ventilation. This one is right here. It goes all the way in the back. That's the hose. Right here, sensor, and it's going in. Let me show you how it looks like. I got the Mercedes one. It's $129 on eBay. Original Mercedes. In a dealership is like 200 and some change. That's how it looks like. That's how it looks like. Part number 2019. That when it was manufactured, pretty much new updated version. Okay, so this basically sits baby right there like that. Connects here. Comes with the gasket, sensor, and everything. So, what to do? Quick steps. One bolt here, one bolt there. Taking this cover off. Same on that side. Two bolts. Cover comes out. There is one bolt here. Let's select this bolt. One bolt here. Another one right there. On this side, one bolt is right here, another one at the end. I already took it off. Disconnect MAF sensors, disconnect this sensor, I don't know exactly what names. Loosen all of these things, and then these things just come out, like just pop up, both of those, and this one comes out. So I will do that next. Okay. So I just removed air filters, remove this air housing. So that's what we see a lot. Let me show you. I need a new gasket too around this turbo because it's leaking, but we see how much oil there. There's tons of oil here and bunch of oil here, bunch of oil inside. Let's see on this. It's pretty dry. I wouldn't say extremely dry, has a little bit of wet. Same on this side. But that's so. I will clean that one. I don't have a, yeah, I need this, I need to be replaced. It's also kind of deformed, it's not round one. And yeah, with this one is completely, it's a piece of plastic shit. This plastic over the time, car is what, 10 years old, 164,000 miles. It's getting brutal. Break off. I need to figure out a little bit later what to do with this part, how to secure better. For now, then I will clean it in a minute. Okay. So in order to get to this area, what we're gonna do next is these connectors. You're just gonna disconnect them, take them apart. There is one bolt right there. Take this all assembly apart so we will have access to the back bolts. There is two bolts there. So I'll be working on disconnecting these sensors, taking them apart like that. Then I'll get back. Okay. So what I did, disconnect this one, took the bolt. You don't really have to take this bolt off. I just did it. Then that's assembly. There's two bolts. One is right there, and another one is on this side. So 1, 2. When you take those two bolts, okay, this thing comes out. So this perfectly accessible with the extension right here like that. And then you need to have a ratchet with small socket. Just go right there and open it. It's a little bit pain in the butt, but not too much. So you take this one off out of your way. You can disconnect this sensor if needed. Right here is one bolt across on the bottom. On this side, right there, it's another. So it's one here on the bottom and one here. We're gonna take those two and pry this baby out. Let's see, because we have a new part, it's a lot easier like this. You can tell. So it sits like this. One here, one on the bottom, two bolts. Okay, so old PCV valve is out. Basically two bolts like this. I think it's 10. Just take them out. Just have to wiggle a little bit, pry it to loosen them up. Also what I did, I removed those two bolts right there. I'll tell you what, there is one right there, right here, another one, and two 8mm on this side, 1 and 2. Why? So to be able to move this one a little bit and to push, to be able to push. You see how this one moving now? I needed a little bit more space there to put a wrench. So to take an upper one, which is right here. Oh, let me need more light. Okay, upper bolt, that is right there. Need a small wrench like this. There's literally no space. With the lower one, you can put a bigger ratchet in. Take it off. Old one. Let's see. Okay, so part number 642 10 11 91. Okay, it was made in 2010. We can clearly see. Design, it's a bigger gasket here. It's flattened completely, but it didn't have any oil leak. Okay, and inside there is a bigger opening. Okay, so it's original 164,000 miles. So I'm sure it was dead or like it was bad, war or anything. Good that I'm replacing new one. Okay, part number is a little bit different. It's 2391, other one is 11, but it was made in 2009. So, and the other one is in 2010. Okay. Supposed to fit. I bought from on eBay from Mercedes dealership, and I double check a couple times. Part number difference is only this one. Let me put one next to each other. Okay, so what do we have? Need more light. Okay. Yeah, just okay. I would say looks slightly different. Not really. I think it's the same. Okay. The only difference I can tell right now by for sure is opening here is smaller. It's bigger, that gasket is a little bit bigger, and here opening is bigger, definitely bigger. So they went with a smaller hole inside. And this one, this gasket, it's kind of covers more, kind of the same. Actually, this part, that one is very flattened out. I don't know if it's because of the age or over the time, completely flattened. This one has a little bit more grooves. Other than that, I think it, looking just by looking at it, diameter is exactly the same. Overall diameter, this one is same, but inside hole is smaller. So what I'm gonna do, put it back in there. It basically will go like that. put it there. I'll put a little bit of oil to lubricate so it will slide in a little bit easier without damaging that gasket. Just push it in, put couples, oops, I'll push it in, put couple screws, and then start attaching all those bolts back. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, 30 minutes later, just heads up. To put that valve in, I didn't fasten it yet. To put it in is very difficult. I have to press it back, press it from here, and have to press it really hard, but it's difficult. Not enough to grab it. Maybe I put a lot of lubricant, I put the oils, lubricated valve itself and place where it's going in. Still was difficult. So what I did, I just put this one in a little bit right there, like that, and then with the hammer slightly press it down. And then what I did, I was just pushing this way, so basically creating a leverage. So right here is wood and creating the leverage, and I was able to push it in like that. Just heads up, will save you at least 30 minutes to an hour of playing here. Okay, almost done. Tighten those bolts on PCV valve. Just wanted to show you this bracket. Okay, there is just two bolts. One is right there. It's a little bit difficult to take it out and put it back in. That's why you need a very small ratchet. That one, and another one bolt is right there. Then you're taking this bracket off. So that one is easy to access, can put extension. This one is a little bit complicated because there is a firewall. It hits in this area, it's very tight space, so you need a small ratchet. After we'll connect a couple of those sensors together, put air filters, put the air intake, basically everything else, connect all the sensors and good to go. Then we'll drive home and see how much I'm gonna have fumes here. Probably gonna have the same, but in a couple days we'll check how much oil I'll have there. That's most important. Okay. Okay, it's been a week later. Approximately I drove between 250 and 300 miles in this week. So that's a week after we replaced PCV valve right there. It's a new one. Let's see how much oil. I already removed air filters, disconnect the oxygen sensor, and then let's pull this thing out and see. Okay, definitely see some oil. Okay, still some oil. So okay, and let's see here, still oily. Difficult to say if it's less or more. I would say a little bit less. There is not much on this plastic, just the one drop. I think it came out when I pulled this out. Here I would say same amount, just it's leaking because you see this gasket need to be replaced. It's not even round anymore, it's kind of deformed. Okay, so that one, I have new one coming, just a follow-up.